morning, everybody. This is, what day is this? Tuesday the 12th. I go back to work today, and first thing I wanted to say is our daughter Tiffany did a very nice thing for my wife for Mother's Day Sunday. She fixed a meal at home. She brought it over here. She came by herself because her kids have been out with other people running around and stuff like that. So she brought it by herself, and she washed her hands when she come in, she sanitized when she come in, she plated everything up for us. It was rather quickly, but it was pretty cool. And she got everything plated up and wished my wife happy Mother's Day, and she went home, and me and my wife sat down to eat. When she plated this stuff up, she plated it up. I mean, it was as good as being in a restaurant. And the food was really awesome. And so, you know, a lot of kudos to her for that. Good job, Tiffany. The thing I wanted to talk about is, I know everybody's getting tired of the COVID-19 thing. People are tired of being home all the time. Now that some states are opening up, people are out there running around. Most of them, the majority of them, without masks on. And of course, the CDC is expecting, now that some states are opening up, we're expecting about 25,000 people a day to be infected by this stuff, which increases the total amount, you know, by August from 100,000 to about 240,000 people. It's really crazy. Like where I work, you can't get no social distancing with people. Some stores that have opened have turned their aisles into one-way aisles, which some people are not, you know, respecting that, and they're going both ways up and down the aisles. Where I work, you can't do that. The aisles are too narrow. I mean, you got people jammed in them all the time. So they don't restrict how many people can come into the stores. They're not doing the one-way aisles. They don't require masks, except for, you know, they give the employees options to wear them or not. I wear masks and gloves because I'm at the at-risk age. My wife is at the at-risk age, and I just try to protect myself so that I don't bring it home to her. Excuse me, I had to check a couple of things on my camera. But anyway, and the anger of these people, I don't know. You know, I know being home can be trying, okay? Can be upsetting, especially when your kids are home and you're not used to it. You're not used to being around them 24/7. People are getting angry, and I can understand to a point, but when you get angry, use that anger for something good, you know. Go into another room somewhere and chill out, watch a movie, read a book, do some kind of work or something. Go outside and do it. Don't take it out on your children, don't take it out on your spouse, and definitely don't take it out on the public. You know, I know a lot of you don't want to wear a mask because you don't care about whether you get sick or not, but have some respect for others. If you go into a store and everybody's wearing masks, you know, the employees at the store wearing masks, it would be nice if you wore one too. The reason employees are wearing masks is to protect themselves, okay? Especially from people like you. They don't want to get sick. They don't want to run the chance of possibly dying. They don't want to run the chance of taking the stuff home to their loved ones, their spouses or children, and getting them sick, and them possibly dying. Don't be stupid. You know, the guy that shot them 3 people and killed one of them, all because he wanted his freedom. He didn't want to have to wear a mask. Okay? Well, he just lost his freedom. Now he's going to be spending the rest of his life in prison. Coming into places, cussing at the staff in places, in stores and stuff. There's no call for that. Alright? Chill out. Do something to chill out. Go fishing or something. Don't abuse these people. These people are there trying to help you get stuff that you need. I go through that up there where I work all the time. Ever since the stuff has started. People coming in there all angry and all this kind of stuff. Hey, I didn't bring the COVID here, so don't talk to me like that. Don't verbally abuse me or any of the other staff. Okay? Kudos to the guy out in Cape Cod, in that small town out in Cape Cod. Kudos to him. He stood up for his employees. He opened business for one day, a little ice cream shop, and he wanted to wait till Mother's Day weekend to open up. That'd be a nice treat for Mother's Day. Come by, bring Mama by, buy some ice cream or whatever. And what he had to go through? He had to go through people verbally abusing his employees, cussing at them, yelling and screaming at them, and all this type of stuff. And one of his top employees had quit because of it. So what did he do? He shut the store back down. Kudos to him. You just told people that they're going to respect your employees, your staff, and or there's some things you can do, like shutting down, like he did. I praise a guy like that. Okay? When you go into places like this, I mean, so they had to wait a little bit longer to get their ice cream. Okay, there's no reason to start cussing people. Just wait your turn. Be patient. Wait your turn. Patience is a virtue. Be patient. Wait your turn. You're going to get what you wanted. I think more employers should do that. Now these big corporations, they're not going to do that because the money means more to them. Yes, people, like I said, I see people every day come in the store I work at, and always got to have something to raise Cain about. Okay, let them raise Cain. Don't do it. You can raise Cain all you want to. Don't do it in the store. Don't take it out on your children or your wife or your husband. Either way you look at it, there's no reason to abuse anybody during this time, because none of us started this stuff. Okay, there are many ways that you can relieve some of your anxiety. You can go outside if you have a yard, rake the yard. You can go out into your backyard and have a little picnic. Backyard or front yard, as long as there's not a bunch of people around, that's fine. I do stuff outside all the time, and I'm not bothered by anybody. Once in a while, one of the neighbors will come over and talk to me. They'll stand 6 to 10 feet away from me and talk to me, and that's fine. I don't mind that. Yesterday I got out there and dug up a tree stump that I've been wanting to get out of the yard, because I'm fixing to bring, I'm getting ready to find some dirt to bring in there. And so I dug down pretty deep, found the roots down below, and cut them and took the stump out. Took me quite a while to do it, but and it was a lot of work, a lot of hard work. So I find different ways to do things. I bought me a new jigsaw because there's some things I'm going to do around the house here on the inside, and a couple things I want to make. So I bought me a new jigsaw. so that I can do this stuff. You know, so there's a lot of things to do. Now that most states have opened up their state parks, you can go to them. Regular parks, not so much. Playgrounds, no. But you can go to the state parks. Up here a couple of weeks ago, they opened the state parks up here where I live. And people flocked to them like crazy. They flocked to them, so many people flocked to them that they ended up having to shut down 3 of them because they were at capacity. You know, no room to social distance. And a lot of people say, well, you can't catch this stuff if you're outside. Well, if you're outside close enough to people, you can catch it. You know, me and my wife been discussing whether or not we're going to do a camping trip this year, at least one. And we're thinking about it, maybe at the end of this month or maybe next month. I'm going to have to see if I can get an appointment to de-winterize my trailer and get it squared away. And hopefully they're going to do what they had been talking about, which is every other spot. You know, they're going to have campers in every other spot so they can keep distance between them, which is fine. Whether pools will be open, I don't know. Of course, if we go somewhere like Bear Lake, they have a beach setting up there. If there's not a lot of people there, then you can go swimming there. I could go do a little fishing. Even if I don't catch anything, I can just kick back, chill out, relax, and do some fishing. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's, think about it, people. Come on. A little bit of patience. We'll get through this. It's going to take some time, but we'll get through it. But if people aren't careful and people keep doing what they are doing, it's going to get worse and worse. And like I say, you know, out of them 240,000 people that they expect is going to have it by August, just think how many deaths are going to be with that. Okay, so let's just keep positive, keep upbeat. I try to keep upbeat. I try to keep positive. I have to try to keep positive because me and my wife, I don't want anything to happen to us, like getting COVID and possibly dying from it. We both have underlying conditions, and we're both at that at-risk age. So, with that being said, the people that come in the store up here where I work, you know, a lot of them don't practice social distancing. A lot of them come in here with attitudes. Sometimes I wish that where I work, they'd just shut the doors for a while. You know, limit the amount of people coming in. You can't ask people to wear masks because then they got to get stupid, start shooting people, threatening people and stuff like that. Give me a friggin' break, people. You know, these are just the things I wanted to talk about a little bit today. I can't understand why people have to be that way. See, we deal with enough angry people every day as it is. We don't need everybody coming in and being angry. I think that if the store requires the employees to wear a mask, the staff, then I think you should respect that and at least put one on while you're in the store. You're not going to be in there that long, maybe 20 minutes tops, depending on what you're looking for. If you want to get in and get out, ask somebody at the store to help you find this, that, or the other. Go pick it up, go to the register, check out, and go home. Or wherever. You know, it's just that simple. I've had people come in and sneeze on me, cough, doing a lot of coughing. Had a person come in and say they had COVID, but yet they walked into the friggin' store. I mean, give me a break. You know, what are you doing? You trying to make people sick? You trying to kill some people? If you think you have it, stay the heck out of the store. And definitely don't tell somebody at the store that you have it, you know. Or maybe that's not a bad idea to tell somebody at the store that you have it, because then if you tell somebody at the store you have it, then something can be done, you know. You're putting all the people at risk there. Not only the staff, but the other customers, you know. Children. Like at the store I work in, everybody brings their children with them. I don't care if they got 15 or 20 children, they bring their children with them. They run around touching everything in a store. You're supposed to sanitize high-touched areas. You can't do that. You know, we don't have enough people. So our company has us cut down hour-wise to where we generally only have 2 people on the shift. You know, we used to be open 9 to 9, and right now we're only open 10 to 6. So that puts a lot more stress on us, because there's only a couple of people there, and we're handling about the same amount of traffic as we did from 9 to 9. The only difference is, from 9 to 9, that traffic spreads out a little bit. From 10 to 6, all them people come in there. I mean, it's a small building, small store, and it just packs up. And you got people doing all kinds of weird things, touching things, of course stealing things, kids running all over the place. Half the time parents can't find their kids. So, you know, think about that. It is frustrating, you know, but we don't go off on people, so why should people go off on us? And like I say, I give kudos to the guy there in that small town in Cape Cod, because he stood up for his staff. I think more stores should do that. I know there's some stores that's not going to be able to open after this because of losing way too much. That's understandable. A lot of people are going to be out of work. A lot of people are out of work right now. But if they're causing a lot of havoc, like that guy shooting at people, guys yelling and screaming at people, if they're causing a lot of havoc, they probably ain't going to have a job anyway. So, you know, a lot of people are going to continue to work from home from here on out. But, you know, when you think about it, there's a lot of things you can do. If you're angry because of this stuff, some gyms are open, go to the gym and work out, you know. Go out somewhere and do some jogging, do some fishing, go horseback riding. I mean, there's so many things you can do to relieve some of the stress and some of the pressure. All right? And, oh, there's one thing I want to show you guys that kind of makes me feel good. Let me get it together here and I'll show you. I'm going to cover up the headings on it because I don't need anybody to know where I went to school. Of course, if anybody's on my Facebook, they'll know. But I received this, and it makes me feel good. What this is this is my official thing for what they want me to do. Is they want me to join the National Honor Society of Leadership and Success. Okay, this is my official nomination, and I got an email about this long before this came, and you can see it's got my name right there. Oh, it's right there. Excuse me. And so I knew this was coming, and I'm very appreciative for it and what they do to nominate you for that. I mean, think about it, leadership and success. That's pretty cool. What they do to nominate you for that is they look at your GPA, your class attendance. If you're chosen to lead the class in certain projects, they look at how well you did that. And then eventually you might be nominated for it. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not going to accept the nomination because there's too much involved in it. I don't have that kind of time because I have to work so much. Yeah, there's just a lot involved in it. But, you know, it does make you feel good when people look at what you've done and stuff like that, and they think you're worthy enough to be nominated for something like that. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. My daughter is going to school, Tiffany, she's going to school. She's doing really awesome. She's doing really awesome. I'm a big person for education. So anyway, I guess for now, I just want everybody to use some common sense. Find ways to relieve your stress. Find ways to get rid of your anger. Like I say, don't take it out on your loved ones. Don't take it out on your children, on your spouse. And be a little more present. Oh, I can't even talk this morning. Be a little more patient when you come into stores, different stores. Okay? Excuse me, let me grab a drink here. Be a little more patient when you come into stores, okay? Especially when they're small stores and there's not a lot of room. There's not a lot of staff, especially right now. There's not a lot of staff because businesses cut down people's hours so that they can still make some kind of money. Okay, but be a little more patient. All right. I mean, people are going to work as quick as they can to try to get you in and out, and stuff like that. No need to yell at them. No need to come in there swinging guns around and shooting people and beating on people. There's no need for any of that. Because where does that get you? It gets you in jail. Sure, there might be somebody dead because of it, but because you think you want your freedom, because you don't want to wear a mask, so you want your freedom, but you lose your freedom. That guy's never going to see the light of day again on the outside. He's going to be in prison for the rest of his life. So he lost his freedom. If you get violent with people physically, you're going to lose your freedom. So all this whining and crying about people taking away your freedom because they want you to wear a mask, they're not trying to take away your freedom. They're trying to protect themselves. Okay, and they're trying to do it in a calm, respectable way. So no need to go off and get belligerent with them. I love seeing people come in the store I work at wearing masks. I love to see that because I know that they respect me enough and they respect themselves enough that they don't want to get sick or make anybody sick, and go on with their lives. I hear some customers come in the store and you can hear them, "Oh, this is a bunch of bull crap. We don't need this. We don't need that. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why they're doing that." Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. If you don't, you have no common sense at all. You have no sense of reality. And most likely going to end up sick your own self, maybe possibly even die from it. Then who do you have to blame? I know you would blame everybody but you. So, it's common decency, okay? Yes, I'm not wearing a mask here. I'm at home. But I wear one every day at work. I wear a mask and I wear gloves. It's just a precaution. I know that people are supposed to sanitize carts, but in a small store like we have, and only 2 people on staff, you don't have time to sanitize anything. Because people, like I say, people come in there, a couple of hundred people will come through there a day. It's just a small store. Up here where we live, in the county we live in, we're up to almost about 350 cases in this county that I live in. And we're up over 6,000 people for the state. And I know that's not a lot. Compared to most states, that is not a lot, but it's still climbing. And I'm waiting for it to start climbing a little faster. I look at the health department things for up here where I live, check the county I live in, check the state, and it's still going up. And for a while when I was going to work, it could take me just 5-10 minutes to get to work from here where I am, because there was no traffic on the road hardly, because I'm an essential worker and I've had to work through this, and there's no traffic on the road hardly. But now when I get ready to go to work, I got to leave half hour early to get there because of all the traffic. I mean, it's craziness, and that type of thing is what's going to cause this to spread more. So be careful out there, okay? And respect everybody else. I got to get ready to go to work here. Respect everybody else. Respect businesses. Respect the staff in the businesses. They're there trying to help you, okay? Just stay calm through this. Take the precautions you need to take and get through it. You know? And with that, I guess for now, I'm going to say bye-bye.